Okay, so what do I want to get into today? Well, I want to finish up this fresh corn liquor. Okay, what we're going to do today is all these cuts I got here. I'm going to taste most of them. We're going to blend them together. We're going to proof it down to what I want. And my idea was what I want to do is half of it. Hey, I'm going to just proof it down to where I like to drink it. And that is right around 80 proof for me. It's whatever you like. And then the other half, I'm going to put it on some oak and age it that way. Just for like a little bit of corn whiskey, I would call it. Okay, so that's what my plan is. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 quarts, maybe a little bit more good stuff, and then this last jar down here, if you can really see, it's kind of cloudy. As I told you in the previous video, you know, I turned the still up and started collecting out a little bit of tails, and what I'm going to use this for is, hey, there's good alcohol in there. I want to save it. I'm going to put it into my next batch. Okay, a little bit more alcohol. Good tasting stuff once you put it back in. So what do we got here though? I think my first jar here was 160 proof, and right down there is 80, and it steps on down from there. Let me get the tops off these. Oh, wait a minute. But first, welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is the channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. All right, now let me get the tops off these, and I'll be right back. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm probably going to keep every one of these. And let me back up just a little bit. So I put paper towel over it, and I let them air out overnight, and then so now we're going to blend them together. I'm going to do an experiment with that one of these days. Let me taste some. Oh. I'm going to taste this last one. That might be iffy. That one's going to be a little bit iffy. Nah. See, that one clouded up just a little bit. So I think that one I'm not going to use. This one here, ooh. That might have a little bit of tails in it too. Yeah, I'm not just happy with that. It's just not as clear as I like. Now, if I step up to this one, see, that one is crystal clear. Them last two down there, I think I'm going to leave them out. And the rest of these, I mean, I can look, they're all crystal clear. Woo, it's getting hot though. But the taste is there. Oh, wow. They all taste different, but I think I'm going to use these here, these two here, the last two. Can you see that? I don't know if you could see that, but I can see it. It's just got a little haze to it that I ain't happy with. Okay, so what are we going to do? I'm going to blend these all together, these. In my mixing jars here. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They do have calculators online, so you could proof this down. But that just ain't my style the way I do it. I just mix it with water and check it. Okay. Now, wonder what that ends up being. This one. I use a refractometer. I just want to see what it is to start off with. And, ooh, it's off the chart. Well, these only go up to 80%, and I think it's off the chart a little bit. So, I'm going to cut that down. I'm going to proof it down a little bit. Alright, so let me get rid of some of this stuff out of my way, and grab me a couple bottles of water, and I'll be right back. Alright, let me put a little bit in this jar. Give me some room. Alright, so I know I'm going to need at least one bottle, at least. Probably going to be using 2 or better. And this is the fun part. You just mix it around a little bit. Alright, let's see what we got now. We are at like 65%. Okay, I'm gonna put another bottle of water in there. And some people say you gotta add the liquor to the water or the water to the liquor. I haven't really had a difficult time with that. It looks like it's turned white, but that's just air bubbles in it. Let's see what we got now. Okay, we are looking at, that's still 110 proof, 55%. One more. Alright, let's see what we got now. I don't know what the funnest part of this hobby is. Making the mash, running the still, or proofing. Maybe enjoying what you make. That might be it. Okay, so we are at 47%. So it's 47%. Should I add some more? Or leave her a little bit warm? I think I'm going to leave it a little bit warm. Well, let's just call it 90. So 40. Let's just call it 45. We'll call it 90 proof. That'd be nice. 90 proof. I'm happy with that. Okay. So let me divide this up in half. Okay, there's half, 90 proof. I ended up with about a gallon in a quart, 5 quarts. That's not too bad off a run of corn. So I'm really happy with that. Let's see what it tastes like now. It's proofed down a little bit. Wow! Woohoo! That's delicious. And like I said, I want to age some of it, and I want to have some for just sipping. Yeah, to me, little white lightning. And plus too, sometimes I like to have white lightning, white dog, whatever you want to call it. I like having it around because, you know, sometimes it's fun to make other things with it too. Some of your moonshine recipes, hey, right that's the ticket. You know, so, all right, let me get a couple lids. All right. Okay, so here's my white dog, and what I will do with the white dog, and I ain't gonna bore you with it, is I'll put a couple coffee filters in and I'll put it in a bottle. And I don't know why, I mean, you can look at it, it's crystal clear, but I always just put it through a couple coffee filters just because. Okay, so that'd be my white dog. Now, here's what I'm gonna age. I got right here on the scale, and my rule of thumb for wood is 1.5 ounce or half ounce per quart. Okay, so I got 2.5 quarts, so I'm gonna go ahead with 1.5 ounces of, and I do have a mixture of some chips and some sticks. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that in here. Right. So, what I'll do with that is, I don't know, I'll leave it in there for a little while for the aging, and I'll taste it, and when the color's right and I taste it and it's got the amount of wood I think in it, what I'll do is I'll take it out of this jar and put it through a couple coffee filters to get the wood chunks out of it, and put it in bottles and label it up, and then enjoy it later, you know. That's one of the hard things in this hobby is, I mean, I can enjoy this corn liquor right now, but this is going to take a little while. That's okay. That's part of the fun too. And if I feel like I need to put a little bit more, you know, after a week or so, and I feel like I need to put a little more wood in there, I can. So it all works out. This project was a whole lot of fun, and it seemed like everybody really enjoyed it. I got a lot of great views, a lot of great comments. I want to thank everybody for the comments, and it's a great hobby. Corn liquor is pretty damn tasty. It's right up there with bourbon for me. But there ain't much that I don't like. And another story. Okay, so like I said, I want to thank everybody for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. And hey, if you haven't had a chance to hit that subscribe button, right now would be a great time to do it. And I will put this in the playlist with the other 2 parts, and so you can watch them all over again if you want. That would be cool. So I guess the last thing I got to say is, hey, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time here on Stillworks and Brewing. Cheers, everybody.